Hello and welcome to your MES e-lesson. I'm Natalie. Today you're going to learn how to find out about people's personalities, feelings, conditions and appearances in the past. For example, to ask about people's personalities. Was Betty born ready for everything life has to throw at her? To ask about feelings. Was Liz really thrown off because her normally sweet boyfriend screamed at her last night? To ask about conditions. Were you simply famished by the time dinner rolled around? To ask about appearances. Was Larry dressed to the nines? In order to make these questions, you must learn how to use the past tense with be plus adjective. How do you make these questions? First, know how to conjugate be past plus an adjective. We'll use the example, exhausted last night. Let's practice the conjugation. Please repeat. Was I exhausted last night? Were you exhausted last night? Was Derek exhausted last night? Was Anna exhausted last night? Were we exhausted last night? Were they exhausted last night? It's very important to memorize this conjugation fluently before you start practicing video B. Next, know your adjectives and really study your vocabulary. For example, were you insensitive to Kim's problems? Firm when you reprimanded your son? Straight up with your friend yesterday? Finally, to build a more specific question, you can use a prepositional phrase. For example, were you influenced by your older brother as a child? Or a time reference. For example, were you always influenced by your older brother? Excellent! Now, how do you ask about people's personalities, feelings, conditions and appearances using be past plus adjective? You ask these questions by knowing the conjugation of be past and building a more specific question with the vocabulary, time references and prepositional phrases. Well done! Let's move on to video B to really practice.